Hello everyone, and first of all, thank you very much for joining this next live session. As you see, the topic of today's live session is time to move on. As you can see on my face, also some things moved on. But regardless of that, especially for everyone who is joining this session now for the first time, now, after teaching, after sharing all of the practices in the last 10 years, I'm also trying to improve the ways for all of you to actually get as quick as possible to the essence of what we as an organization, from me, from all the other teachers, what is it that we would like to give you along the way that we think is going to benefit your life. And now, very, very importantly, even if all and the majority of practices, you are seeing that they are all involving some type of movements, and you see it's based on choreography, it's based on the physical aspects of the body, based on strength, based on speed, based on using the body as a tool. But now it's very important. Yes, we are using the body as a tool. We are using our body only as a bridge. So all the practices that you know, what we are trying to share with you, these are only bridges. But the question is the bridge to the other side. What is that other side? So, and the point is, unfortunately, it is something I cannot tell you what that other side is. The only thing I want is that one day you reach that other shore. So, without further saying, let's go into some basic practices, and I'm going to guide you through what to pay attention on, where to place your focus, and let's just go. For every beginning, I would suggest, first of all, place the feet together, erect the spine, keep the head straight, and just stand first of all. Place both of the hands on the side. Open the palms to the side, lift them up, inhale. Palms are together, touching, and exhale. Both palms in front of the heart, and bow without losing the sight in front of you. Slowly and very consciously, palms, drop them down. Now it already starts. Slowly shift the weight onto the right leg. You see, it already happened, which means you can test it by standing straight. Maintain the balance, maintain your center, but you see the weight is completely 100% on the right leg. Now let's go from the beginning and make all the movements as subtle, as conscious as possible. So after you bow, you bring down the hands. Now from here, feel on your inside of the body how the weight is already transferring to the right leg. See, and already happened. One more time from the beginning. Feet next to each other, spine straight, look to the front. Inhale, palms are open. Exhale. Bow without losing the sight in front of you. Drop the hands left and right next to the legs. Shift the weight onto the right leg. Left leg is light and empty. Place the foot about shoulder wide to the left side, but still, look, my weight is still completely on the right leg. So I haven't placed my foot down yet. From here, I'm holding my balance. I reach out by extending the left knee. One, extend the left knee. Then I place the foot on the earth right now. And very slowly, I bring myself back to the center. Then I start, palms facing upwards. Inhale, while at the same time, while you're inhaling and the arms are lifting up, also just as the arms are lifting up, you push yourself up also on the toes. So the heels are off the ground. When I exhale, with the palms facing down now, I regulate also how slow my heels are touching the ground. Okay, again. Your feet are about shoulder wide now. Your palms are down. I am starting to face my palms up towards the sky. I start to inhale while lifting my arms and also pushing up on the toes. Reversing now the palms, meaning they face downwards. I exhale and I also regulate at the same time when my heels are now touching back the floor. Okay. One more time. Inhale and up. Exhale and down. One more time. Inhale and up. Exhale and down. So let's just break this down again, that movement, very quickly. So we are starting with the feet together. The spine is straight. The chin is slightly tucked in. The head is up and the eyes are wide open and looking straight to the front. Then, opening posture, both palms open. Lift them to the side and inhale. Touch the palms Exhale. Right centered with the spine, between your eyes, nose, throat, solar plexus, palms in front of the heart. Bow slowly without losing the sight in the front. Come back up. Drop the palms to the side. Shift the weight onto the right leg. Left leg is empty. Stretch out the left knee. Place the foot down consciously. Now comes the weight distribution back to your center. Meanwhile, the palms here have also changed. It's like now I do a half circle. Yeah, I'm doing a half circle with the fingers pointing outwards, outwards, outwards. Then the palms are facing, the inside of the palms is facing upwards. And this is where I begin now to lift the palms while you are inhaling. Now you lift the palms, at the same time you also push on the toes, on the ball of the foot, and bring the body up. Until this point where the palms are maximum about shoulder height. So don't move the palms up until here. Don't leave them too low. You lift up until the palm is right in front of the shoulder. So you lift up until the palms are in front of the shoulder. Then now look at the palm. Then palms are facing downwards, and you start with the exhalation while also the heels are coming back onto the floor. Now, palms cross, left arm is over the right arm, left arm crosses over the right arm. I slightly lift my elbows and rotate both palms to the front. Now both palms facing upwards. I clench the fists. Pull them back next to your waist, and at the same time start looking to the left side. So this movement, together with the head movement, is the first time that your vision from the front starts shifting to the left side. Okay. Together a little bit faster. And one, open, exhale, bow, come up, drop the hands, shift the weight, step out, arms rotate, inhale, push on the toes, change the palms, exhale, heels back onto the ground. Left arm over the right, elbows lift, rotate to the front, clench the fists, and while the fists now you pull back, your head move to the left side. Now, next movement. I slightly shift my weight now first of all, to the left side, to my left leg, very, very little. Yeah, if you look at my posture, my left leg has more weight right now than my right leg. This is 50-50. I shift my weight onto the left leg. My right foot, I turn it slightly in. Yeah, that my foot is now standing around 45 degrees, yeah, to the front right position. My weight is still on the left leg. Now I'm shifting the weight back onto the right leg. See, now again, there is more weight right now on the right leg than on the left leg. And with this movement again, hands are on the waist, you look to the left. So what we want to do is put the right foot into the proper position first. I look to the left, shift the weight on the left leg. I lift the toes, yeah, see the toes, I lift up. Then by turning my hip, I take the foot 45 degrees, place it down first. Then I shift the weight back. I shift the weight back onto the right leg. And at the same time, you see my arms, they started doing some movements. Yeah, which now just watch first, just watch. Let me give you this movement. Shift the weight, turn the foot. Now right arm go out. And the weight is on the right leg. We look to the left, shift the weight, turn the foot, shift the weight back, right arm go out. Now, since my weight is on the right leg, means that the left leg is quite empty, so the left leg he can step now, yeah? The left leg is able to step. This is why after that position right now here, our left foot takes a step to a front Gong. Yeah, just the stepping is from here. Step to the front and straighten the right leg. Left leg is bent, right leg is straight. We're in this position. Step. And come back. Here. Step. Left palm goes out. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1. Weight on the back leg. Step to the front. 2. Right palm. Protect the head. Okay. Let's do all of the movements one more time. Connected. Open. Inhale. Exhale. Out. Come up. Drop. Weight distribution. Step out. Weight distribution. Rotate the palms. Lift. Heels up. Rotate the palms. Regulate. Heels go back on the floor. Cross the arms. Lift the elbows. Rotate from inside out. Clench the fists. Pull back. Look to the left. Weight left. Weight right. And step front into a left Gong Bu. Yeah. Right palm. Remember, protect the head. Eyes still looking to the front. Eyes looking to the front. Now, from here, I slightly shift the weight back on the right leg. See, Gong Bu. I slightly shift back, slightly, so that I have a little bit less weight on the left leg. Then I rotate my left foot out. Place it back in. Rotate the arms. And now with the right hand, my right foot is going to step in and my right palm is cutting. Okay. See? Let's go again from Gong Bu position. Okay. First of all, from the Gong Bu, slightly bring the weight back. Then the left foot is a little bit lighter. That's why I can turn it on the heel to prepare it already for the next posture that's going to come. Now left foot is down. Simultaneously, the arms, left arm was out, right arm was protecting the head. Left arm, I rotate to the left side. Right arm goes down and moves towards the right side into a circle, into a circular movement. Now look from the front, from here. Look, the circle. See, this is the circle. We are in that position. The left arm goes to the left, the right arm to the right, and I step in, and the top arm, the right arm, cuts down. Slightly shift the weight. Left foot, turn out. Rotate the arms, right leg, step in. Look at the feet. The right foot, the big toe of the right foot, the big toe of the right foot is touching the floor. The heels are up. See? Right leg is a little bit more bent in the center of the left foot. That's why sometimes this is also called a T stance. A T stance. This is the standing position, and at the same time your arms, the right one is cutting down. Let's go from the beginning. starting. Head. Okay, this posture now is very stressful on the legs, so it will take some time. It will take some time for you to repeat, do some training for the legs until you will also be able to, let's say, go a little bit squat a little bit lower. So don't be disencouraged if it doesn't work or doesn't look the same way. Yeah, but remember, every movement that we're doing, everyone is very consciously left, turn the foot consciously back, lift, arms rotate, left is up, right is front, step. Change the arms, shift the weight back, turn the foot, rotate, cut. Okay. So right now we are going very, very easy peasy, very, very slow. No strength, no power, no unnecessary tension right now. Just take your time, just get into the movement. So let's repeat from beginning until the squatting position 3 times together, and just concentrate. Just watch, just copy and put everything into practice that I told you right from the beginning of this session. let's continue with one more movement. So after the feet are closed, we are down into squatting stance. Now my right foot takes a step out, okay, still holding the balance, step out, and while I step out, now I'm going to transition my weight completely onto the right leg into a right Gong. Look again, we are here, I step out, and I'm going to transition my weight onto the right leg by just straightening the left leg. So, squatting position, step out, shift the weight, and while all of this is happening at the lower torso, so on the legs, simultaneously, while this is happening, your arms from the closing position here, after you cut. So during the transition now, you just open the chest. Okay. Simple. Closing, step, transition, open. Closing, step, transition, open. Closing, step, transition, opening. Now, if you look at my left palm, left palm is not like this. You push the left palm. Push the left palm out. Yeah. Left palm, you push. Left knee, also push. Yeah. Right leg is bent, push. Left palm, left arm is out. Yes. So the movement from the squatting position to the next Gong. 1 step, 2 back, 2 back, step, 2. Now, from the beginning, step by step together. Inhale. Exhale. Bowing without losing the sight. Come back up. Drop the hands. Weight distribution, right leg, step out. Then shift the weight, palms already rotate. Inhale, lift and push the heels up. Then on the exhalation, regulate the speed in which the heels come back on the ground. Cross the arms left over right, lift the elbows, bring the palms to the front, clench the fists, while pulling back head. Look to the left. Weight distribution on the left. Turn the right foot in. Shift the right back to the right leg. Right arm is out. And step out into a left Gong Bu. Take the weight a little bit back. Lift the toes. Turn to the left. Rotate the arms. While now I transition back to the left leg, while going also in squatting stance. Left hand protect the head. Step out. Transition. Left palm push back. Right arm go out. And one more time together. Open. One final time for today. So as you see, not even fast movement, not even physically strong movement, but it's not just because of the heat that I'm sweating or that you are going to sweat, but it's especially because to do actions very, very consciously. If it is actions in the martial arts, if it is actions that have nothing to do with practicing martial arts, in order to maintain consciousness, in order to maintain your ability to actually know exactly what are you doing, it takes effort to do that. Because normally our mind, our self, is very, very easily being distracted by all type of things. It can be the beeping, yeah, do you call it? The beeping of the birds. It could be the passing cars. It could be the sun shining on your face. It could be a phone call. It could be an email beeping. It could be all type of noises. It could also be your feeling of you're hungry, your feeling of you're tired. So no matter what, there are all type of different feelings and thoughts that just sometimes come up in our lifetimes. And therefore, but to maintain something that is stable about you, to maintain your personal practice, for example, that is displayed in the form of, or in the expression of these type of forms, it takes a very high level of concentration and of your discipline and willpower to maintain that state, to maintain open. Yes? So during all of these practices, it's not just about doing the movement. The question is, in which state of the mind, in which state of being are you doing the movement? Which also means that after this session right now, because at the moment all of you are watching onto the screen, so you are grasping information in front of you, first of all, that comes back into your eyes, into your being, and this then you try to put something into practice. But it still means that during the session, your awareness, your attention, your consciousness has all the time still been with me partially. So just use that one session from today. Watch it over and over again until you can remember the movements, and then turn off that video. Turn off that video, go somewhere where you think it is more easy for you, where you have not much distractions, and then try to get to the state of being. Every movement, every single movement of your body, every single movement inside your mind is not by coincidence. It is by you maintaining and practicing also the state of being present, open all the time. Which also means that please pay attention when you are doing the forms and all of them right now. Try to also not look onto the floor too often. Don't look on the floor. Don't look on the ground. Don't. Stay open. Stay open. Also here, even if the eyes physically look towards the ground, but they are not losing the sight. Final exercise for today. Eyes. Look, stand shoulder wide. Eyes. You can look down on the floor from here. inhale up until chest level. Yeah. While the arms are moving up and you're inhaling also slightly from watching down. Look, my eyes are also now they're straight. I'm still focused on my hands. Yeah, I can watch, for example, the middle fingers. Yeah, this is inhalation. Now we're turning the palms more outwards. Eyes also open towards the sky. And then back on the ground. Inhale. Watch the fingers, watch the fingers, watch the fingers. Inhale. Then now comes the transition. On the exhalation, now the eyes from the fingers go into the far. Look in the sky, exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Shift aside. So also this very simple movement. Well, what does it do to you on the physical level? Well, nothing, not too much, because just look at it physically. There's nothing in the way that you are training with this, except for some really basic movements. The physical movement is just like this. So the point is, why would you make this movement if it doesn't benefit you in a physical way, explicitly this one? Because what we are training, for example, with this movement or with this exercise is not the physicality. What I want you to practice with this exercise is that you can learn to differentiate very clearly when is your perception very focused and limited, and how does it feel when that limitation slowly starts to break off and open. And that is exactly that point, that after I'm inhaling and I'm watching right now with my eyes onto the fingers, onto my palms, I'm very clear. Finger, 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 finger. I still focus on my fingers, finger, finger. But now from the fingers, once the exhalation starts, also now, I don't look at the fingers. I open. You open the view. That's why it helps very much to simply look into the sky. Well, if not the sun is like really at its peak point so that you don't burn your eyes, but elsewise, look into the far. Inhaling, focus on the fingers, open the view. And then from the open view, you return back to earth. You return back to the fingers. So it's fingers, sky. Fingers, sky. Fingers, sky. Good. So, thank you very much everyone for joining one of our live sessions again. There is plenty of past live sessions still online that you find freely available throughout all the YouTube channels, either from the Shaolin Temple Europe or from Shi Heng Yi online. Just put in live sessions, you're gonna find a lot of them to practice. Nevertheless, of course, in all the live sessions, we are trying to condense a lot of knowledge and also trying to make a short summary and display to you how big this field of personal development, this field of martial art practices, in order also to tackle all different type of fields that are involving your life. So I cannot say it often enough. I'm not here to teach you Kung Fu. I'm also not here to teach you Qigong. It's something else that I think is really important in this lifetime, and I would like you also to one day discover what is it that for me seems so important, that since the last 35 years I'm continuously trying to find better ways to express this to all of you. It's not the movements, it's not the Qigong, it's not the Kung Fu. It's none of that. But the Qigong, the Kung Fu, the Tai Chi Chuan, all these type of practices that are involving a certain state of being, they are a very useful tool, serving as a bridge. And what you see on the other side, this is where I would like you to go. And until then, until the next live session, like I said, there is still plenty of material for you to practice, and for everyone who is still dedicated and still interested to really start integrating all these type of thinking models, all these type of different approaches in order to change your perception about this world. If you're interested in that, it's not enough to just work on the physical area. The physical area is one aspect. Your emotional area is the second aspect, and the mental area is the third aspect. Physicality, emotions, feelings, mental states, or spirit. So, and if you would like to know more about how all these areas are interlinked, then please also take your time, look at our offer on Shaolin.Online, where we have created a 12-month program where you find quite a lot of useful practices along this way of life and along this way of finally figuring out what are your possibilities in this lifetime that are beyond just the physicality. So with these words said, wishing you all a nice day, and maybe see you later again for the second live session of this day. And now go have a good rest, have a nice lunch or whatever you're doing, and stay in peace.